15 and it's still fire. Just him powering up. Like, this looks goofy as hell, but it's so dynamic, it's so epic. Like, this right here is just he. 15? I think it was 15. Yeah, 15, something like that. All right, I can't find the clip. I remember seeing clips somewhere, though, but it's a really good clip. Just Moon Rider just getting off his bike. Oh, look at it. Look. If you were to have this be done, because I think they zoomed into the frame, but if you were to have this be done with Jake Staff right now, they'll just have a white background. They'll color code it to where they'd have him be on the bike, then cut away off the bike already, done. But you can see in One Punch Man Season 1, what they do. Sets it, locks it in, runs around, stance. And we gotta do a One Punch Man Season 1 rewatch at some point, because we have to, like, people have to remember how good it really was. Even like the low key scenes were good. They were really good scenes. Even like the scenes that you think aren't, like scenes that you take for granted now. Really. JC Staff also takes a bunch of projects more than usual compared to other studios as well. True. They were stacked already to the brim. Yeah. And that's the thing too. There's some studios that clearly focus on certain flagship series. Other studios just do things in bulk, and they just try and animate as much as they can, right? And so their staffs are very spread thin between like various of the projects. JC Staff, if you go to them right now, let me actually go to, back to my anime list, and then we go to JC Staff, because you can see their projects. They're working on a few, actually, you know what, let me see it. Fuck that. They're working on a few projects right now, aren't they? JC. Okay, so right now this season, they're working on One Punch Man. They're working on My Gift Level 9, whatever this shit is, all right? They're working on this. They're working on Dad is a Hero, Mom is a Spirit, and I'm a Reincarnator, sure. And they're working on this. Actually, that's a whole different thing. One Punch Man, but either way. So like they're working on like different things right now this season. Obviously they are. So they're doing other projects as we speak. They were doing a lot of Domination stuff early in the year. I want to get like 2025. Let me go to Wikipedia real quick. All right. JC Staff. Let's go to the current year. So the current year, they were doing Honey Lemon Soda, right? Can a boy girl friendship survive? Backstabbed by the Backwater Dungeon. They're also doing Don Machi, but see, they didn't even show it to here, but like over here, Don Machi, okay, yeah, right here, is around to pick up girls in a dungeon. This ended March 2025, but it saw October 2024. There was a massive delay. So some of these things actually got delayed to 2025. So, shit like that. Again, all that to say that unfortunately, the care that you would see with someone like Mappa, you're not seeing it here with, let's say, One Punch Man, because they have so many projects that they're working on. Okay, either way. Back to the director, though. I cannot forgive those who tarnish the staff's honor or exploit the struggles of the creators for the profit through hate. Therefore, I will also be deleting Shinpai Naga's account entirely. I will not create any accounts in the future either. I cannot overlook actions that degrade the work itself, so I ask for your understanding. Obviously, he's obligated to do it, via his contract, but at the same time, also, it's like, they're going to happen no matter what, because as long as you make dog shit content, as long as you make subpar content for a story that's like this reputable, you will get clowned on. Honestly, this is taking a toll on my mental health and only brings negatives to the work, the staff, and the original creators. But such despicable behavior is unforgivable. To the fans who have been truly kind to me, I want to express my gratitude and apologies. It was truly enjoyable. So those are his words about what's going on now with One Punch Man. So he's out of Twitter, which again I can understand why. People that are trying to preach that they're actually good guys and they support him, but they want to violate his NDA and so on and so forth. But at the same time, the overall hate towards One Punch Man, I think it's justifiable. Honestly, the way I see it is this, and I've said before a few times, there's been a 2-point decrease every season. One Punch Man season 1 is like a 9 out of 10 minimum. One Punch Man season 2 is a 7 out of 10 minimum. Right now, One Punch season 3 is a 5 out of 10 minimum. All right, like it's gone down 2 points every season. Two. And honestly, for One Punch Man season 3, it may be getting worse because I think it's right now I think it's the lowest rated season of One Punch Man. I think even season 2 got over a 7 on the charts overall, which makes sense to me because it had for sure it had its moments, but it was not even close to One Punch season 1. They think because One Punch Man is a big name, people will flock to it, so the producers can half-ass it. No, that's ridiculous. If you have a big name, then you have big expectations. Folks, at least they should understand that, especially when you have a big arc, right? Think about it. Mappa with JJK, season 1 and season 2 are very different. Season 1 of JJK is really good. It's a strong season for sure, like 8 out of 10 for sure. And the quality's top tier. But season 2 is arguably one of the best arcs in the entire series. So what they went all out. And season 2 is fucking biblical. Fucking biblical, man. Like, it'll be remembered as one of the best of all time. Season 1 Punch Man, biblical. Season 2, it's okay. It's okay. Like it's good. But man, it's a far cry. It is a giga far cry. There were some really good scenes for sure, without a doubt. But a giga far cry. And it's not just animated scenes, it's also directional choices, it's storyboarding, it's overall pace. I remember going over the episode on Monday for the last episode of One Punch Man. And they were saying that, at least there's a lot of theories out there, that JC staff storyboarders are just going by the manga. They're going by the book. And the directional staff aren't trying to really, take their spin on certain things and add certain transitional moments and so on. Like so let's say the first season. No. They're just going by the book, like step by step. That's what they're doing. And that's why, because mind you, the animation gets ragged on for the One Punch Man season 3 anime. It's also the pace. The pace feels whiplash, and it doesn't feel smooth like an anime should between scenes because they're going like 1 for 1 by the manga, like 1 for 1. And you can see it. So, bro, the passion in your voice just disappeared when you thought about One Punch Man season 2 is okay. Like, it's not great. No, by no measure is it great. But it's not bad either. It's far from bad. It has some really good scenes in for sure, without a doubt. It has some very good scenes there, for sure. But One Punch season 2 is not comparable to season 1. Season 1, like, if you were to rewatch season 2 and then rewatch season 1, you'd realize, holy shit, season 1 is actually off the chain. Season 1 is phenomenal from beginning to end. The direction choices, the innovation in animation at that point in time, that still stands to this day as one of the best. The choreography, the way they dragged out in certain moments, the pace of tension, also how they amplified certain comedic moments. Like, they just did everything so well where, yeah, it was innovative, but they also took risks too, right? They took risk. But over here, it's like just either way, okay? One Frame Man is back, and it's back with a vengeance. And that's sad to see. So we'll have to wait and see what happens later on in the season. Hopefully they do improve. I understand, you know, right here, I cannot forgive those who tarnish the staff's honor or exploit the struggles of the creators, prophets. But at the same time, hold on. I cannot forgive those tarnish the staff creators or exploit these struggles. I wonder if actually, hold on, when they say creators, do you mean like other YouTubers? Like, did YouTubers actually hit him up? Let me see here. YouTube One Punch Man. Let me see here. I'm curious. Like TikTokers, YouTubers, that kind of shit. I wonder. Okay, whatever. No confidence was instilled in the fandom after the first 2 episodes dropped, but hopefully we'll get something good later on. Cole, that harsh reality that I noticed is that One Punch Man is not as big of a work in Japan compared to the West. It has a lot of fans, of course, but that's not regard to highly like you think. So it's not as easy. Punch Man for the great director who also a big fan. I mean, One Punch Man does sell in the manga. Like I think the manga's been in the top 10 before in terms of volume sold in Japan. And one has so many different works that are going on right now. He's still regarded as one of the best out there. I don't know how it's viewed per se in Japan, like for, you know, Japanese fans as a total, but at the same time, it should be big enough to where. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna say this instead. Even if you're right, let's say you're right wholesale. If the fan base abroad is going to be a fan base that you need to appease to, you should also focus on making the quality content. Because the fan base abroad is going to be larger than the fan base in Japan. Because you can have a series like What's His Face. Like, for example, all right? Obviously, it's not necessarily a fair comparison here. But Soul Leveling. Soul Leveling is a story that's way more popular outside Japan than it is Japan. Even though a lot of the work is done by Japanese studios. But they make an attempt every time to make it high quality shit. Because you understand that you're going to have a large fan base outside Japan anyway, really trying to enjoy the story. And more often than not, a lot of your income is going to come outside Japan anyway, whether it be through DVD sales, whether it be through Blu-ray sales, merchandise, so on and so forth, right? I mean, like, you literally have folks buy paraphernalia in Japan of that story if they can find it, of course, you know? So you know that Japan only care about their Japanese audience no matter how big the work is. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one because I feel like nowadays anime is too big of an industry to just rely on its Japanese market. That's what I think. I think over time the numbers have proven that. It's just way too big of a medium now to just say you care only about your Japanese fans. You do see what some works, like you do see, let's say, Chainsaw Man. With Chainsaw Man, they changed up their whole art style to appease Japanese fans. True, that is true. But when you know that your story has a lot of fans innately outside of Japan, maybe even more folks that are fans of the story outside Japan, then you should still try and maintain quality. Otherwise, you're alienating those fans outside Japan, and you're still overall losing revenue, and you're losing merchandise sales and so on and so forth. So, but okay, let me get out of here because this news is gonna be like I can yap more about this for like hours. I really can't. All right, so there's some actual. Let me see real quick. Yeah, so there is apparently a Sean Piker rap.